You feel it, don't you? That quiet ache behind your eyes, that sense of being drained even after a full night's sleep. It's like the world's moving faster than ever, and no matter how hard you try, you're always one step behind. This isn't just a personal struggle, it's a collective one. Burnout, digital fatigue, emotional numbness, we're all feeling it. You've probably tried the usual fixes, productivity hacks, meditation apps, maybe even a digital detox. But that deep exhaustion, it lingers. And it's easy to blame yourself, to think you're just not strong enough, not disciplined enough. But what if that's not true? What if this burnout isn't a flaw, but a message? What if your soul is trying to tell you something? In this video, I want to offer you a different lens, one rooted in ancient wisdom. We'll explore how this modern exhaustion might be a sign of elemental imbalance, and how a system called BaZi can help you restore your energy, your clarity, and your sense of self. I'll share 5 spiritual strategies that act like a shield for your soul. And the first one, you can start it the moment this video ends. Let's begin. Let's be honest, modern life is intense. The 24/7 pace, the constant stream of information, the pressure to always be on, it's overwhelming. And it's creating a new kind of mental health challenge. One where you feel like a ghost in your own life, emotionally numb and disconnected. Before we go further, let's pause for something important. What we're sharing today is a spiritual and personal growth framework. It's not a substitute for professional medical or psychological support. If you're struggling deeply, please reach out to a doctor or therapist. These strategies are here to support you, not replace that care. Spiritual traditions have long understood that our mental state is tied to our energy. In Chinese metaphysics, 2025 is a wood snake year. That means dynamic wood feeds fire energy. Sounds powerful, right? But if you're already running on empty, it can feel like a wildfire, amplifying stress and pushing you deeper into burnout. So if you're feeling off, it's not just in your head. It's an energetic imbalance. You're not failing. You're receiving a message. The real question is, are you ready to listen? The answer might lie in something ancient, something quietly powerful. It's called BaZi, which translates to 8 characters. Now, don't think of it as fortune-telling. Think of it as your soul's instruction manual. Your BaZi chart is like a blueprint, a map of your elemental makeup. It shows your strengths, your challenges, and most importantly, what you need to feel truly alive and in balance. BaZi is built on 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These aren't just physical things. They're dynamic energies that shape your emotions, your decisions, and your life path. Wood is growth and flexibility. Fire is passion and joy. Earth is grounding and stability. Metal is structure and clarity. Water is wisdom and flow. We each carry a unique mix of these energies. And when one element is out of balance, it shows up in our lives, not as random chaos, but as a message. Too much fire? You might feel irritable, restless. Not enough wood? You might feel stuck, unmotivated, like you've lost your sense of direction. Your exhaustion isn't random. It's your energetic blueprint calling out for harmony. And once you understand it, you can begin to restore your balance, not just spiritually, but practically in your everyday life. So how do we actually begin to restore balance? Let's shift from insight to action. Here are 5 spiritual strategies, rooted in BaZi, that can help you turn burnout into breakthrough. These aren't just ideas, they're practices. They're invitations to reconnect with your energy, your rhythm, and your soul. Strategy 1. Identify your elemental imbalance. The first step is always awareness. You can't restore balance until you understand what's out of sync. Start by getting your BaZi chart. There are free calculators online. Just enter your birth date and time. You'll get a chart that might look a little complex at first, showing your 8 characters. Don't worry. You don't need to decode everything right away. Just look for patterns. Do you see a lot of one element, like fire? Is another element barely present? Many calculators will give you a simple percentage breakdown. That's your starting point. That's you, finally reading your own energetic instruction manual. This isn't about judgment. It's about clarity. It's about seeing yourself with compassion and curiosity, and beginning the journey back to balance. Strategy 2. Feed your deficient element. Once you know what's missing in your elemental makeup, you can begin to gently restore it. This isn't abstract. It's about real physical actions that reconnect you with the energy you need most. Let's say your chart shows a lack of wood. You might feel stuck, uninspired, or like you're not growing. Your remedy? Growth. Spend time in nature. Walk through a forest, tend to a few houseplants. Even starting a new skill or hobby can awaken wood energy, because wood is all about movement, expansion, and renewal. Missing fire? You might feel disconnected from joy or emotionally flat. Seek warmth, literally and emotionally. Get more sunlight. Laugh with a friend who lifts your spirit. Do something creative just for the fun of it. Fire is the spark of life. If you're low in earth, you may feel anxious or scattered. You need grounding. Create a simple daily rhythm. Eat nourishing, whole foods. Try walking barefoot on the grass. Reconnect with the stability beneath you. A deficiency in metal might show up as brain fog or a lack of discipline. Bring in structure. Declutter your space. Create a gentle schedule. Even focused breathwork can help. Metal loves precision and clarity. And if you're missing water, you might feel fearful or disconnected from your intuition. Your strategy is stillness. Spend quiet time alone. Sit by a lake or the ocean if you can. Journal without judgment. Let your thoughts flow freely. Each of these actions is like medicine for your soul. They're not chores, they're rituals. They're ways of saying, I see what I need, and I'm willing to give it to myself. Strategy 3. Tame your dominant element. Balance isn't just about adding what's missing. It's also about calming what's in excess. Sometimes one element in your chart is so dominant that it starts to overpower the others, and that can throw your whole system off. Let's say you have too much fire. You might feel constantly wired, irritable, or on the edge of burnout. Your remedy? Water. Bring in cooling, calming energy. Schedule downtime with no agenda. Turn off your devices. Let yourself just be, without needing to perform or produce. If you're overloaded with earth, you might feel stuck in overthinking or worry. You need wood to break up that dense soil. Try something new. Break your routine. Start a project that forces you to innovate and move forward. Too much metal? You might feel rigid, overly critical, or emotionally closed off. You need fire to soften that edge. Say yes to something spontaneous. Do something just for fun, with no productive goal in sight. This is about harmony. It's about gently rebalancing your inner landscape so no one energy runs the whole show. When you learn to soothe what's overactive, you create space for the rest of you to breathe. Strategy 4. Build your spiritual shield. To thrive in the intensity of 2025, you need more than just rest. You need spiritual protection. This begins with a digital detox, and not just turning off your phone for an hour. Create sacred tech-free zones in your life. No phones in the bedroom, no scrolling first thing in the morning. These small boundaries help reduce the overstimulation that quietly drains your energy every day. Next, think about energy cleansing, not as superstition, but as sacred ritual. Salt baths, burning incense, tidying your space with intention. These aren't just tasks, they're symbolic acts. Just like making your bed can clear your mind, these rituals help clear your energetic field. In a world that's constantly buzzing, these practices become your shield. They remind you that your inner space is sacred, and that protecting your energy is not selfish, it's essential. Strategy 5. Create your personal strategy map. Now it's time to bring everything together. This isn't about adding more tasks to your to-do list. It's about weaving intention into your everyday life in a way that feels nourishing, not overwhelming. Start by identifying two things: your most deficient element, your most dominant element. Then, look at your week and choose a few small, non-negotiable rituals that support your balance. Let's say your chart shows low wood and excess metal. Here's how your day might gently shift. Morning. Take a 5-minute walk outside to connect with wood energy. Lunch break. Read a chapter of a book on a new topic. Feed your curiosity and growth. Evening. Consciously put work away and declutter your desk, using structure to tame metal's rigidity. Weekly. Schedule one totally spontaneous, unstructured activity, something that breaks the rules and lets you breathe. Your strategy map should feel like a relief, not a burden. It's a quiet declaration that your inner balance matters, that your energy deserves care, and that your life can be designed to support your soul, not just your schedule. The wisdom of BaZi reminds us, your struggles aren't random. They're invitations. They're signs that something deep within you is asking to be heard, to be healed, to be realigned. Burnout isn't the end. It's a map. It's pointing you back to your soul's blueprint. So I'd love to hear from you. Which element do you feel is calling to you right now? Is it the growth of wood, the joy of fire, the stability of earth, the clarity of metal, or the wisdom of water? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. And if this message resonated, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need a gentle reminder that they're not alone. You're not broken. You're not a machine. You're part of nature. And nature thrives in balance. This feeling of overwhelm? It's not a life sentence. It's a sacred invitation to understand your energy, to honor your soul, and to build a life that feels truly alive. You have the map. Now it's time to walk the path.